Hey, what's up, LaserBelch?
Hi, NobletOfu.
Wow. Famous runners of Grand Poo World 2, LaserBelch recently with the a world record. So we are ready to roll. If we can get a good to go from the racers, then you guys can count it down. Tofu, Laser, I will kind of leave you guys to this. I will chime in with some donations or silly stuff whenever I am needed.
I'm good to go.
You got a boss.
I'm good to go too.
I'm ready. All right, you guys want a countdown? I can do it.
Have it.
All right, on go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Alrighty.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Grand Poo World 2 80%. We were told, me and LaserBelch both, that both of these runners are going to be taking a different route to get to the end of the game.
Yeah, so there are branching paths starting at exit 5, and you can go one of two different ways. One way is a little bit faster, and arguably not even easier.
Yeah, those. I would even say that Mount Moon and Toasty Coals are probably way more dangerous.
And nobody's ever had any difficulty on those levels.
Oh no! Why you gotta do it to me like that?
So we're starting out in level 1 of Grand Poo World 2. It's called Marathon, and it is actually one of the more difficult levels in the game. And we've already got Mighty Mouse opting to grab the midway, and Superben just plowing right past it.
I think grabbing the midways are going to be the smart idea for level 1, and even well, actually level 1's the only one you'd ever skip in a natural run. Actually, weren't you skipping? Oh,
that looks like it paid off for him.
Oh, it really did.
And it paid off for Mighty Mouse to grab it.
Yeah, yes it did. Oh,
Thank
that's
goodness.
that's such a rude jump to die to, too, right there at the end.
Yo, speaking of things that aren't rude, though, we've got a $100 donation from Neltech. I hope I'm saying that right.
Nice.
Superben and Grand Poo World 2 with Laser and Tofu commentating from the couch. It just doesn't get any better. I have to agree.
All right.
Yo, thanks, Meltech.
So, Superben is in the second level of this game, which definitely did not make me emotional when I saw the name of it. That would never happen to me. I am a manly man who does not cry manly tears.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You lift. You lift. I actually love this play on words of laser lifts. It's got like that trifecta meaning to the name.
So something that you'll notice in this game is that Barb really likes to make a centralized theme for each of his levels. It's never just like a smattering of random tricks or jumps. It's always some theme, and for this level, it's this platform that is going to be guiding you through the entire level.
Yeah, we saw Mighty Mouse. He's catching up really fast here. Superben's had a couple deaths here on level 2. So, and just like that, Mighty Mouse is essentially right there, caught up right next to him. Very cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, some of these jumps through these monsters are actually a lot tighter than they might seem.
Yeah. Jumping through the little, the 2-tile gap, I feel like those, you know, you always have to really pay close attention to those, because, I don't know about you, Laser, but they get me all the time when I'm running the game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So right here on Superben's screen, you're gonna see this platform fall that is copied all the time in Mario Maker 2 now.
Oh man, they are about 10 seconds apart from each other. That's awesome.
Yeah, we got a close race on our hands.
That's level 2.
Alright, so we're coming up on level 3 right now, which is the place where most people got stuck on their first playthrough of the game. There's an infamous obstacle in the second half.
The fish gate.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Talking about themes, this entire first half is once again built around the theme of just kind of having a neutral D-pad. You want to really just let the momentum carry you through most of the first half of this level, and then you have to reinitiate it again.
Yeah, you actually want to keep the D-pad neutral for most of the second half too with these currents. So while they're in the water, if they're pressing forward, they'll actually slow down. So you need to be neutral on the D-pad.
Yeah.
And there it was, the superben nailing it, no problem.
That fish gate, man.
Yeah, before we had consistent setups for the fish gate, that was actually an incredibly difficult obstacle.
But see, was it the fish gate or was it the currents that gave us trouble? I think it was like I feel like it was more the current than it was the fish gate.
Yeah, I'd have to say current based on my first playthrough too. That was roughing me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to agree actually, because it's not like we were making it even through the pipe consistently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Excuse me.
Alright, superben's coming up on level 4 right now, which is named after the mountain that the Fellowship tries to go over in Lord of the Rings. And the theme of this level is being Big Mario and sliding for a large portion of the level.
Barb always talks about whenever you use Big Mario, one of the cool parts about him is you have to duck, or ducking, you know, adds such a unique tool to the Big Mario set. So I think whenever he does that, he always adds like an ice level, because even in Grand Poo World 1, the ice level had Big Mario built around most of the whole level.
Superben flying through that first half. This is actually the first level that people typically have issues with in the speedrun. So if he's able to make it through this, then he's going to be at a big advantage.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of big, we got a big $20 donation from Dark and Nine. Imagine racing Grand Poo World 2 in a marathon setting. Good luck to Superben and Mr. Mighty Mouse, and may Bowser RNG be with you, and also with you.
Thank you, Dark Knight.
Thank you very much, Dark.
So there were actually two strategies that you can employ on those falling platforms, and Superben opted for the slower and safer of the two options, which I definitely agree with for the race.
Yeah. I think when it comes to a race setting, you definitely want to go with consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Mighty Mouse
And if Mighty Mouse can... He's got it.
Mr. Spiny donates $25. Donating during a great game. Good luck on the runners. Did someone mention the music already?
I mean, the music's great.
The soundtrack. The soundtrack in this game is a major talking point. If you are ever speedrunning this game, then you will have the solace in knowing that even if your world is falling apart, at least the music is good. So right here is actually where the paths branch, where Superben is right now. He is opting to not take the dolphin into the secret exit, and instead go for the regular exit that leads to Mount Moon.
The Mad Lad.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that strat differ from the normal route? Is it just more risk reward, or?
So I think RTA, I forgot who, I want to say it was Dode that timed it out, but basically taking the secret, it was it Dode? He timed it out that like if you employed perfect strats for both routes, the dolphin path, the secret exit I should say, is about like 10 seconds faster or something. So technically it's faster. I would say that the one downside is the spiny level. I think a lot of people really suffer with the, or I'm sorry, not the spiny, the pokey level. The pokey level is just such a, it's just such a pain. It's you know, sometimes you're just gonna get, you know, killed. You have to pay so much attention and you have to be so consistent at all the obstacles in the entire level. Versus I would say like Mount Moon and Toasty Coals, despite, you know, previous runs of that game at other marathons, they're a little bit on the easier side in comparison to the Poke level.
Ooh. Yeah, so the 10-second difference that Tofu said actually also employs a frame perfect trick in the level that Superben is on right now that we call the Gump or the Goomba jump. And that saves about 10 seconds, so it's actually even more disadvantageous if you don't go for that. It's like a 20+ second differential to take this pass, so it's actually a decent amount slower.
Yeah, and then the other thing, like the only speedrunner that I'm aware of that actually took this route was Mitch Flower Power, and he actually even had the world record with this run, and that's how when he signed up for GDQ, he had this route. But these Mount Moon and Toasty Coals, those exits have such a big gap between checkpoints, so dying at all is just such a drag.
Yeah. So is Superben gonna go for it?
We wanted it. We really wanted
it.
So being able to kill that
sad
Goomba
face.
in that one tile gap would just get you through there faster and be a time save.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so Mighty Mouse is coming up on Thalassophobia as well, and he is going to be opting to take the secret exit.
Secret.
I love secrets.
That exit is actually what spawned that meme.
Yeah. No, I saw that dolphin in my blind playthrough and was like, secret. Barb always says it's childlike energy that he heard, just child youth of, or child excitement is what he calls it. Child excitement.
Well, here's something that makes me pretty excited. Infamous Greg donates $100 and says, "Good luck to the runners and awesome commentary. Thank you." Super Mike.
Damn, thank you, Greg.
Fun fact, at least the music is good. Barb talk.
It's gonna be on my gravestone. So Superben just nailed the ending of Mount Moon, where if you grab the orb without timing it properly to land back on that fast platform, you'll just walk casually into the lava after grabbing the orb.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
Look at this.
Secret.
Hey, I know that guy.
Who is that handsome devil?
You know what? I really hope Superben wins. I was really voting for Mighty Mouse, but out of certain circumstance, I am totally changing sides.
Oh, that is very funny. So Mighty Mouse is showing off a little piece of tech right here. If you get to this part without dying, then this part is free. Those spikes cannot hit you. And I think that it's kind of an error with the retry system that makes the boat take priority over the spikes. That doesn't normally happen, but if you breach that point deathless, then it will actually work out that way.
Yeah, for whatever reason, whenever you die, it lowers the platform by I think like a couple pixels or like half a block or something, and it's just enough to make that difference.
Oh,
That
Superben dying to that Yoshi toss.
Yeah.
I have said some rather harsh words about Yoshi on that particular jump.
Harsh words is an
But
understatement.
fair. Harsh but fair.
Harsh but very fair indeed. Yeah. And like we mentioned earlier, how the route that Superben is taking is technically slower. I would say that they're probably evened out right now. Oh no.
Yeah, so
No, I guess technically not, because Mighty Mouse would have to beat this level to be in tie with Mount Moon. So technically, Ben is still ahead.
yeah, nobody likes a water castle, but Barb put one in the game anyway. That's what Mighty Mouse is on. It is Yacht Club Castle, named after the people who made Shovel Knight. And it's even got Shovel Knight music, and Mighty Mouse is coming up on infamous door that he nails first try. Good job, Mighty Mouse.
So fun fact about this Boo, I feel like it's worth mentioning. That Boo has a hitbox, right? Or I'm not just imagining that.
No, normally Big Boo and the boss fight does not have a hitbox, but as we can see, he's moving around the room pretty darn quick, and he can definitely kill you if he touches you, which is not normal. And depending on what CRT or monitor you're using for this fight, you may or may not actually be able to see the Boo laser while it's invisible going around the room. I know I used to not be able to see it. Superben getting through Toasty Coals there and pulling a decent amount ahead, I would say. This is still anybody's race because things can go very, very wrong quickly in this game. And the level that Superben is on right now is called Sunset Breeze, and it revolves around these propeller fans that are going to be pushing him upward and downward. It's named Sunset Breeze in honor of another ROM hack creator named G-Breeze Sunset, who made Bonsai Mario World, among other games, such as Link Dead World.
I just realized my mic was muted for like 30 seconds. I apologize. I was sneezing.
Was it talking over you?
Yeah. I was like, oh, dang. That was rude, but I was like, oh, my bad. My mistake. Superben had to take the Rise of Shame there. That's what I call that one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he had to take, he caught the P balloon a little too late, so he had to rise back up.
We got $10 from Rainbow Cat. Says, my debit card expires tomorrow, so this is just free money, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Absolutely.
Science.
We appreciate your free money.
Laser, if you had
so
to
the
pick...
level that... Oh, go ahead.
No, it's
Go
funny
ahead.
because that's exactly what happened, except I was muted last time I tried saying it. If you had to pick one level in this game, aside from the cave level, what would you say is the hardest level in the speedrun?
Idle Hands.
Idle Hands? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
If Idle Hands were earlier in the run, then I would say that it would not be anywhere near as difficult. But like, there's so many things that you have to clutch out in that level late in the run. It's so difficult. It takes a 7 out of 10 difficulty level and turns it to an 11 out of 10.
For the record, I agree with LaserBelch. Idle Hands. I might put it above the cape level as far as once you get consistent and getting really good times with Grand Parole 2, I think it's the hardest level to keep consistent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the level that Superben is on right now is called Sen's Fortress, and Barb is a massive fan of the Dark Souls series, and through him and the Kobold Inn, a large portion of the Kaizo community has actually been influenced to play the crap out of Dark Souls as well. And I thank them for it because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Kobold Inn, I think, was patient zero. He was
Yeah,
slowly
I think
trying
so too.
to
I think he
infect
influenced
everyone.
Barb.
Yeah, he influenced Barb, he influenced Pooh, and me, and by Barb, the extension influenced everyone else. And...
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work on me.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Your powers have no effect on me.
Yet.
Alright, so if Superben is able to nail this door, which there's a reliable setup for, and he gets it, then we're going to be moving on to the first very custom boss made by Kaizo Man. Envisioned by Barb, created by Kaizo Man. This is Cluster Chuck, we call it.
I remember when he would split into 3 and bounce around the room.
The nightmare. Dude, I think that it was Al Rochester managed to split him twice, so there were 5 or 6 of them on the screen at the same time.
Do you think any of us would still have the times we do if he still split?
Oh man, it made it really interesting because before when he split, you had to choose between making him not split and making him not call in the Super Koopas.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I love having interesting choices in a speedrun, so I thought that was very cool. I always chose to make him split.
Yeah, I think splitting was always a safer choice.
Mm-hmm.
Mighty Mouse here, he's not short behind either. He's about to get the and goes right in. So he is only one exit behind now.
So superben is going to be going into a level that is themed around chat's suggestions that happened on Barb's stream while he was making this game. And as you might be able to see, he did not think highly of most of the suggestions.
Well,
I'm not sure how
that.
Oh, excuse me. I was gonna say I'm not sure how I should feel about my portrait being in the sewer level, but you know, we take it. I choose to interpret it as a compliment, and so I will remain.
I think this is the hardest level in the game. Personally, I think Deuce Lair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I can see an argument for that.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, idle hands, absolutely. But for me, I've always struggled on Deuce Lair. Just the balancing. I mean, we're not there yet, so I'm not going to go into the detail of it. But this first half, however, I think is like the secret part of this. I think is probably the easiest section of the game.
I would give it to the Thalassophobia secret exit over this.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I could see that. There's definitely an argument there for that. So superben is coming up on one of the infamous trolls of Barb. You'll see that he doesn't go for the gold tape here. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you know, the screen wraps back and forth, and then all of a sudden, oh look, there's a key. And wait, what do you do with the key? Oh look, there's a keyhole hidden on the side of the screen. Yeah, the gold tape.
Do you think superben goes for the Just Cook portrait?
No, he won't do it.
I hope not.
I hope he does.
No.
It almost looked like he hesitated, like, wait, should I?
I think that would actually be bad for the stream.
Donation incentive. Say hello to Jugs.
Ruin the stream.
Nah, it's true.
The gold tape that superben passed in the last level, Red Bull actually just recently retweeted a clip of Pooh going through that and dying right after some super hot platforming. Big pop off, hot platforming, and immediate disappointment.
I think it did that for everyone. I think that was the troll that actually did get everyone.
Got me.
I think there was one person. Yeah. It didn't get you?
No, it did. Oh, for sure it did.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mighty Mouse here. Oh man, he clutched out that boss fight.
Killing it. If you go for a sneaky strat that I think Tofu actually was the one who found, you can do a little double tap on the 6th hit, and it causes him to not summon his buddies. And if you fail that, then you end up swarmed by Koopas while projectiles are flying toward you.
It is very hard to understate just how many of my runs that boss has ruined. Because that double tap is like, it's consistent that the double tap works, but it's not always consistent that you get like a good, easy setup for it. So like you have to be really patient and try and time it out. And if you just miss it, you have to get really good at handling it with those Koopas and get lucky.
Yeah. If I ever miss the 6th hit, I'll typically like, or if I don't feel a proper 6th hit coming, I'll wait, because those guys getting flown down is almost guaranteed death for me.
Yeah. So superben's going for a big skip right here, where you can actually, the intended strat is to run all the way to the end of the hallway and then get chased all the way back by the P-switch, and then that Koopa will come down, the Mecha Koopa will come down from the ceiling, you can hit the switch. But if you run slightly forward and come back, then he'll just fall from the ceiling and you can skip him.
Weren't you the one who found that one?
I wasn't gonna brag about it though.
Oh, brag about LaserBelch right here. He's the one who found that skip, which actually is probably one of the bigger skips of this run. For how free it is, especially. It's gonna be free.
All right, so superben is going into the actual very difficult portion of the level. The regular exit of Deuce Slayer is extremely precise platforming, and you've got some item swimming.
what I was gonna say earlier was I think this is one of the exits where it doesn't matter how fast you go, like you can actually outrun the level a little bit, which will mess you up more so because
Absolutely.
typically, you know, everyone says like, oh, every level is a speed run, or every level is an auto scroller because you can only go so fast. But in this level, if you go too fast, it actually will punish you. It will absolutely punish you and give you a chance to still succeed, but it'll just it's hard to explain without actually playing it.
Yeah, there's a strat that I try to do where I actually wait a little bit before I hit the button so that I don't outspeed the level. I don't. It's very silly to like have to slow down in a speed run, but yeah, superben's kind of doing it right there.
I was gonna say you saw him do it right there.
Mm-hmm. Really nasty Kaizo block that he just swung by.
Real quick, I was gonna say we got a $50 donation. You Psycho Jimbo, I hope I'm saying that right. Says good luck to all the racers. Great race with commentary for two of the best. I think he means you two.
No, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Thanks for the $50 though, Jimbo. Superben, I think just one-shot that level. That is super impressive.
Yeah, yeah, that's a crazy level to one
sitting here
shot.
talking about how damn hard that level is, and he just crushes it.
So this level is Mirkwood, and this is the aftermath of all of chat suggestions. All of chat suggestions have now poisoned this lake and created this level. So thanks, chat. This was you. You made this.
So this level was actually intended to be a slower level, so that because Barb has a lot of go levels in this game, and this one is intended to be a slower level, which is ironic because this is the level that has by far the most speed strats.
I almost think
Superben
that
is actually skipping one right now.
Yeah, I mean that strat is so hard to pull off, and it is so.
Yeah,
I don't know about you. I cannot find a consistent way to manipulate the screen scrolling to get that to work.
Yeah, it's definitely tough.
But I do think it was in Barb's intention to try and slow the players down. That, you know, speedrunners they really just grabbed it and were like, no, that ain't happening. we're you realize who you're talking to, and yeah.
Since when do we do what the devs want?
There's actually a Kaizo block directly underneath the goal right there that you're intended to hit and then get killed by that poison mushroom. So you see Ben doing a swoopy jump there, and it's actually to avoid death. Not going for the Mitch Flower Power double eat either.
He's taking this level nice and slow.
Absolutely. I can't blame him either. This level's really hard.
Yeah. Really easy to just throw that Yoshi up and bonk it against the wall, and then no Yoshi.
Mm-hmm.
We have Mighty Mouse coming in onto the last part of the P-switch.
He runs out real far.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I run out
Superman
real
ran
far,
out really far too.
because it only takes one time to not run out far enough, and like then run back and then wait for him to come down, and then he doesn't come down, and like if that happens, it's a full like 30 seconds of time loss, because then you got to run back out and then run back. So I'm like, nah, I'll just wait. Oh no.
Yeah, I started calling that guy Ralph because he doesn't show up for work sometimes.
Can we get an F in chat? So this level on Superben's side is another level I would consider to be one of the more difficult because of that little trick right there. Oh man, kicking that Koopa to the right and re-grabbing its shell is so incredibly difficult.
Thanks a lot, dude. So the lore on that trick is that Barb wasn't gonna have that in, and then Dode went, "That's kind of easy to re-grab that shell, huh?" And Barb went, "You're right," and then put that trick in.
I didn't know
so
that.
whenever you fail that trick, you gotta say thanks, Dode.
I really like Super Ben's setup for the door right there. That was really interesting.
That was pretty slick, yeah. So this is the second big boo fight, and unlike the other one, this one will not kill you if you touch it. As you can see, Superben is going right through it, but the boo circle around it is definitely deadly.
Yeah. And if you notice right there, he actually went a little too fast and jumped a little too high into the ceiling, which killed him. On the bottom and the top at all times, there is spikes surrounding the screen. So you can't just go ahead and go willy-nilly and jump off screen. You have to wait and play this level through.
Yeah, I believe that Barb calls that death air.
Death air. This is also the only boss fight I can think of that has a Kaiser block in it. Let's see if Super Ben hits it.
No, he's taking it nice and slow. I would have gotten a kick out of it for sure.
Death air, also known as a fart.
Yeah, the screen is just covered in farts, so you gotta be slow, otherwise that will get you.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense after the leg died because of chat suggestions, which then contaminated the air. Now it's death. It all just comes together. It all comes together.
I'm sure that the farts are warm, so they rise. So it makes sense that they went up to Weathertop.
Yep. Yeah. And then they hid in the basement because, yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. On another note, this is Hanzo Castle, which I think is one of my favorite levels of all of SMW. It's just so much fun, and it's so clever. And my blind playthrough of this was so... Oh, I don't know. I don't know about anyone else, but that Hanzo Castle is amazing.
Yeah, this level is kind of ninja-based, I guess. It's meant to, like, subvert expectations in some ways and to make you feel like a ninja in other ways. As you'll see in the tight platforming in Room 3 and the wall jumping in Room 4.
When everyone played this game, I loved their reactions as they slowly discovered that anything with spikes is safe and anything without spikes is dangerous. That was just such a great moment in so many playthroughs.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you touch the floor that doesn't have spikes or munchers on it in Room 2, it'll actually explode and kill you.
I love that Barb took the extra step too to make it explode, because it would have been so easy for him to just make it, oh, it kills you, but no, it absolutely erupts into flames.
Fun fact, you can actually get a one-frame jump and save yourself off of that.
Oh, off of the fire exploding?
Yeah, the
Oh,
floor
wow.
exploding, you can't get a jump. I did it when I was playing by accident. I thought that's what you were supposed to do.
I did for a second too.
One-frame jump here. Oh my gosh, Barb.
Yeah, so you can see on Superben's screen that he is clinging to the ceiling and he is jumping off the walls, and he got through that room no problem.
Hey,
We're visiting Glitchcat.
aw, thanks.
Oh, nice yump. Nice yump.
I am king of the sewer. I'll take it.
Maybe it was because you have Caro Sewers in Search for Salmon. Shoutouts to Search for Salmon.
Now, although Ben does have about a 2-level lead right now, this is still anyone's race. With Kaizo, it can turn around in the snap of a finger. It really can.
The good old-fashioned death loop can happen to anybody, anytime. Nobody is immune, unfortunately.
Mighty Mouse one-shotting Dew Slayer, I believe. Was that a one-shot?
No, I
I
died
don't
from the
think
first
so.
half.
Ah.
I'd also like to point out that death at the end of the Switch Palace. I think that's the most costly death in the game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It would either be that or Mount
Yeah.
Moon if you take Mount Moon, right? No, I think even that would
Yeah,
be more significant than Mount Moon.
Maybe if you didn't get the checkpoint in the Cape Castle in the last room, and then you died.
At the Yoshi. Yeah, you'd have to die at the Yoshi.
Superben nailing the P-switch there.
Didn't do the wall hug strat. Oh my god. Very nice.
The 4 fish and boo ending, or fish and bones, sorry. Much theorized before anybody played the game. People kept on saying that there was a level that had 4 or 5 fish and boos in it, and nobody thought that that he actually did it. He totally did it.
Yeah. I remember people like, you know, making the memes about levels coming out. Like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see you guys play the level that has 5 fishing boos, and everyone's like, yeah, okay.
5 fish and boos. So the level that Superben is in right now is called Danger Zone, and you might think that Barb is a big Kenny Loggins fan or something like that, but it's actually named after a ROM hack that Pooh mistakenly booted up on stream.
I mean,
So good that it actually had a sequel.
Yeah, it did. It was a mistake of what was on it, but I don't think him booting up Danger Zone was a mistake.
Oh yeah, no, he wanted to play it because he thought it was a real game, but it actually turned out to just be like a photo album of nudes.
Yeah.
16-bit even.
Heck yeah.
Yep. It's one of the many conspiracy theories of the SMW community. He actually knew what was on there.
X-Files theme.
Mighty Mouse is doing a good job right here, trying to catch up. He is maintaining a constant pace right behind Superben. Unfortunately, Superben is just, he's doing really good, and he is one-shotting a lot of levels right in a row.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mighty Mouse having no problems with the thanks Dode part. Yeah, something that I want to make sure that I point out every time that I see somebody playing the level that Superben's on right now is that the music in this level is a custom song made originally by our boy Composer. And this song and the boss song both slap, and they're both original creations by him. So I know that his ego is already sky high, but make sure that you tell him he's great, because he is.
I heard that he's making an orchestra version. Is that true?
Oh, is he? I did not hear that.
I heard rumors that he's making an orchestra version of this song.
Ooh, I see people in chat confirming it.
Oh man, that is going to be one heck of a song.
I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So, Mighty Mouse making his way through the Weathertop Secret, no problem, and that exit is very difficult, so kudos, Mighty Mouse, good job.
Do we by chance have a time on where this run is right now? Just food for thought.
Like a time that the timer has been going for? I can't see that on my overlay. We will get that. It's 38:30.
Okay.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, you guys are well within estimate. No worries on that. Next coming up, we got the blind Kaizo race. So if anybody wants to race, that is open for everybody.
I'm curious to see what strats.
He goes for the just do it. Holy cow.
Man mode.
Oh my god, he came so close to missing that block.
20 seconds left on the clock.
Wow.
That is pretty perfect.
I think Mitch one time got a 22 or something. Was it 21 or 22? And like it's like Mitch just prides himself on having the perfect one. You know, like not 22, beta. Jeez. Mighty Mouse making good headway here on Hanzo Castle on the last final room before the P-switch. And Super Ben is on my favorite exit personally. I'm called deranged. I am made fun of. I am having my face gets fingers wagged directly at it all the time because I am in love with this cape level.
Probably only by me.
Yes.
So I wonder if Super Ben is gonna fly through room 2 super fast, or if he's gonna. Nah, he's going low and slow.
Yeah, he's taking it slow and steady.
I cannot blame him. The speed strats in room 2 are very, very difficult, but they save a lot of time.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you can sticky fly underneath part of the floor, can't you? Is that
Yes.
that's the
Yeah,
strat.
but going quickly over the top is actually 2 seconds faster, as Tofu will definitely let you know if he sees you doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's always so eager to take the sticky fly strat because it looks so flashy, and then it's, well, actually, you guys, it's a slower strat. There's actually a couple really cool speed strats in room 3 right here. They're just so hard to execute. Like, you can get a fast disco.
I think
Go
that
ahead.
Mitch is the only person I've ever seen go for the fast disco shell.
Yeah, it's so hard, and it looks so cool when it's done right. And I think even Mighty Mouse has a quick strat for these thwomps he was trying to show me.
Oh yeah, you can do regrabs on the thwomps instead of doing full jumps. I actually do that.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. So, Super Ben making his way into probably the most difficult room in this level.
Yeah.
It is definitely inspired by one of Barb's favorite hacks, which is Super Panga World by LinkDeadX2. And it is really, really pretty technical. At least in terms of what cape skills are offered in this level.
You know, no one actually knew how to use the cape until Grand Pool 2.
So I heard. So I heard.
Yeah. Mighty Mouse coming in onto Danger Zone, keeping a hot trail right behind Super Ben.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if he can nail the P-switch first try. Ooh, he doesn't actually do the speed strat.
Oh, he's going. He's just taking his. Oh, whoa! I did not expect that.
Right at the end there.
that seems so dramatic right there at the end. He is making sweet work of this cape level.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, right before the midway.
Oh, that's an unfortunate death. It took me a second to acknowledge. Did he just go? He did.
Yeah, that was very, very risky.
Wow.
Let it be known, Super Ben is a man.
Yeah. For those of you guys who,
This,
go ahead.
Okay, this section the Super Ben is in right now, Barb was kind of inspired by motor skills in that you could change your jump from regular to spin jump, but he didn't want to actually make it motor skills because I don't think he likes it very much. So he just used the falling statues instead for you to switch between regular and spinning.
Currently, Super Ben is ahead by 2 exits. Yeah, that was a very hot Irie. For those of you who don't know, Barb actually made the Irie because he had so much trash talked to him about not being good at cape. So in in retaliation for people making fun of his escape skills, he created that abomination as a let me show you world.
So this is a fan favorite level that superben is on right now. It's idle hands, and the mechanic that you're seeing in this is whenever he hits these clocks, then all of the sprites on screen are going to freeze. And the first time that he actually saw this mechanic was in a really great puzzle hack called Catastrophe. And it's not really used in a technical platforming sense in that game at all. It's more used in a puzzle sense. But the results are pretty plain to see what you can actually pull off with this tech. Very neat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is the level that Laser was mentioning earlier that him and Mighty Mouse both agree is probably the hardest level in the game. When you consider how late in the game it is, this is the exit right before the very end. Oh my gosh, he got the door first try. And it's all because that door is... Oh my god.
That door is pretty darn rude, yeah. It's really hard to make setups for. So many people have tried to make consistent setups where you like run all the way to the edge and then run all the way back, or spin jump in place or something like that, but none of them are 100% consistent. It's just, it's a hard door.
Yeah, plain and simple. He also made good work of that boss right there. Mighty Mouse moving on to House of the Undying, where we get to listen to Composer's original once again.
Alright, so the level that superben is coming up on right now is called the 1,000 Halls, and this level is big enough to basically be a hack in and of itself. It is one of the most ambitious levels I've ever seen in a Kaizo hack. It's huge. There are, I want to say, like 15 different rooms in it or something like that. It's kind of ludicrous, and it's got a secret exit that we're about to see.
Mm-hmm. If I said superben, I meant to say Mighty Mouse is coming on Composer's Castle. That's what I meant to say. My bad.
Many people have speculated as to why Grand Poora's neck is so thick. I think that he actually has Dragon Ball Z weighted clothing hats that he's been wearing on his head, strengthening his neck.
I've been training under 10 times rapid. Goku, get the Dragon Ball.
Goku! Patty?
Goku! You gotta collect the Dragon Balls! Barb dabs. Will he take his adventure into Hall of Champions? Oh,
He
he's
will.
going. He is going. The mad lad
crowd
Superman.
pleaser.
Hey,
The
say
crowd
the
pleaser.
line, Barb.
There's LaserBelch. Yeah, I want Mighty Mouse to win now.
I think that's what I was saying in that.
It was in what? I thought that was from Kaizo 2 when you
It was.
Silence in the Theater.
Get out of my room.
I didn't do it.
I can just imagine. Say the line, Barb. Get out of my room.
So Mighty Mouse is going for the same strat that superben was doing, where you went back and forth, but it's really difficult to get consistent, which is why a lot of people abandoned it, myself included.
Yeah.
But still making good quick work of that boss.
Yeah.
There's a lot of resis right at the end of this run that can trip you up for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like I was saying before about the 1,000 halls, there are a lot of different rooms and many different choices that you can do. The first room and the last room are always going to be the same, but in between there, you have multiple different rooms that you can go into voluntarily. Some of them are faster, some of them are slower, but Superben and Mighty Mouse are both going to be doing different rooms, so we're going to actually get to see a lot of different choices.
Yes.
Is it known what the optimal path through the rooms is, or is it more or less only a difference of several seconds?
I believe it's
Mighty Mouse is going for the sneaky fly.
Oh, Mighty Mouse is getting... He's not even just going for it. He's getting it. Look at that. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Whoa!
What in God?
Oh my God! What a mad lad! That was crazy.
That was super cool.
Oh, he gave that thwomp a kiss on its cheek as it was falling down. Oh my God.
Okay, so the room that Superben is coming in on right now tends to mess with people's heads, and it is it's a layer 2 based room. So jumping onto the layer 1 is going to influence where the layer 2 scrolls, and that really messes with everything. And oh no,
that was the thwomp that Mighty Mouse just got done kissing.
It felt slighted that it didn't get the kiss.
Yeah. I'll show you. I thought it was really cool back when this speedrun was very fresh on how everyone who was speedrunning this game was all kind of doing their own room. Like, it wasn't a matter of optimization, it was a matter of what the player felt more comfortable with. Oh, he's taking the pokey route. Love this room.
Yeah, I think that you used to take this room, right?
I did, yeah. My difference from everyone else was I did pokey and then I did the Fangorn room, which people called me deranged back then too. You know, just whatever.
Yeah, because that one's like 11 seconds slower than the Thwomp room.
Yeah, but it was the only Vine room.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Mighty, very
he's
good
going
job.
for the time stop room.
Oh,
I love this room.
yeah, this is not
You never
one
get to
that.
see this one.
Yeah, no one ever gets to see this.
I was gonna say, I forgot this room even existed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It's got a very, very hard jump right at the end. So it's usually right here. Ooh,
Oh, nailing it.
he got it. Very good job.
Yeah, this shell room that he's in right now is the last room, and it's mandatory. So you're gonna see both players do this room.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Dodging the fish. Yes, Mr. Snipey, Mitch did do that room for GDQ.
Mm-hmm.
Wall chicken? I remember finding this this area before I went into the boss room because the screen scrolls and that's supposed to be the hint. And I remember I was so suspicious. I was like, why is it scrolling? Shouldn't be scrolling. Secret.
Oh, look at this guy.
Wow. The cojones on this one.
Oh my gosh.
Superben going into Bowser with no mushroom.
Fun fact,
Did you guys know
Superben
there's a
does
mushroom
that
there?
on all his runs.
He does that on
Oh,
all his
really?
runs?
Yeah, like whenever he's going for PB, whenever he's not in a marathon or whatever, he always does the first one without a mushroom.
5 wall.
Well, at least it wouldn't have mattered if he had the mushroom there. Yeah, so this boss that Superben is on right now is probably the best boss in any Kaizo hack ever. It's so fun. You can drain hours into this boss and just feel fine with it.
Yeah. There's such a dichotomy between Grand Poo World 1 and 2 because in Grand Poo World 1, when you learn the strats for the final boss, if you know the strats, you're more than likely to beat the boss every time, no matter what, aside from, you know, the typical loss of focus and stuff like that. But this boss, you always have to adapt. You always have to change your plan, and there's times where you will die, no matter how well you play. So, it's just so interesting. And so much fun.
Well, he's got the ammo for the last hit.
And he got it.
Nice.
Is he gonna go for the speed strat, and is he gonna go for the true ending?
I wonder. This is actually incredibly difficult to keep your mushroom.
Yes. Yeah. If I'm ever on a PB pace or any good pace, I will damage boost this section.
Same. Actually, I'll take damage before I even go into the escape.
Oh, really? Yeah, I damage
Yeah.
boost on the saw, so you don't even have to worry about the saw anymore. You just go across. Oh. Oh. He missed the opportunity. Oh. Ripperoni. Laser close.
I think. I think that the only person to pull that off at an event is Pooh at Speedrun Sessions.
Yeah. Yeah. Mighty Mouse, finishing Idle Hands, moving on to Thousand Halls. Oh, look, he's going for the strat. Very nice.
Ooh. Who came up with that?
I don't know. Who did, Laser?
I think it might have been you.
Oh, yeah, I just didn't want to name drop myself. Yes!
Oh, man after my own heart.
Yes! He threw Yoshi in, and that's time for Super Ben. GG's, dude.
That was a PB for that route. Amazing.
PB for that
Isn't
route?
that like-
Oh, wow.
Isn't that like your third sub hour?
Yeah, I don't get sub hour too often, and just for like the entertainment, I chose to do the Mount Moon route, and that's the fastest I've ever done it. So that was awesome.
Nice.
GG.
Well done.
You even visited mine and Laser's portrait and Barb's.
Yeah, that was very clean.
I was so sad
Okay,
I didn't
oh.
get that big Mario escape though.
Ah, it happens.
It's so hard.
Almost got it.
Mm-hmm.
Mind the gap.
I think I've only finished Escape with Big Mario and Yoshi one time.
Well, yo, just
I think you're one of the only people to do it in a run.
Yo, just real quick, FYI for you guys, since all you runners have been blasting through your estimates, we are a little bit ahead of schedule right now, which is awesome because that means the runs have been going really great. Just want to let everybody know that we're going to have a little bit of a change to the schedule. You are more than welcome, Mr. Mighty Mouse. Finish out your run. Keep talking. Just real quick, a little change to the schedule. Because we're a little bit far in advance, we're going to take the task block and flip it with the blind race. So if you were trying to race with us for the 8:45 blind race, that is still going on at that time. We're going to try to keep that right on the nose, and instead we're going to have our little task block right after this. So just FYI if you guys were trying to race with us.
Cool. That's exciting.
No, yeah, feels bad. Reset.
You know what else is exciting? We get to see more rooms because Mighty Mouse is going to be doing different rooms from Super Ben.
GG's to Superben, by the way, because he not necessarily learned a lot of them, but like, I don't think any of those rooms and that route is what he normally does in his any percent PB. So like,
Oh,
he
wow.
learned a bunch and then just smashed them.
Very nice. So yeah, Glitchcat asked before if we knew which rooms were the fastest. I think that we have a pretty good idea. So the first choice that you can make, you can pick the Eerie room. It's got 2 Eerie's, but at the end it's got 2 fish and booze and an up pipe. And if you miss the up pipe one time, then you die. So that room is the fastest by a decent amount of time, like 3 or 4 seconds. But if you mess up the up pipe, you die, and then big sad times. So nobody really does that room. Big sad times.
I realized I was just muted again, Laser. I apologize for leaving you alone.
Oh no!
I apologize for leaving you alone.
Oh no!
As y'all have seen in my run, it is so easy to get into death spirals in just silly places.
Well, yo, we've got some
they're
big,
actually going the same first room.
We got a big donation coming in. Maltac again with $100. Congratulations, Superman. That was a monster run. Sure was. Thanks for helping us earn money for direct relief and medical medicine for everybody else earn money for direct. Karna as well donates $6.90 and says
Nice.
For those of you guys unaware, this is a charity run of all ROM, well, not all ROM hacks, but of Mario, Legend of Zelda, and ROM hacks. And
yeah, they're
it's
all
for,
ROM hacks, just not all.
they're all
Mario.
ROM hacks, not all Mario, and it's for direct relief.
Not all Mario.
Direct Relief is a humanitarian organization that helps those in need around the world. And I believe every dollar that you donate will translate to $46 of medical medicine for
I think it's 49.
49. You know what? I'm not good at math, so those conversion rates sound accurate. So when it comes to donating to this marathon, never feel that you can't donate enough, or you're never going to be able to match the next, donation. Every penny counts. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. Medical medicine.
$1 is $49. So Mighty Mouse just got done with what we kind of call the taxidermy room. And now he's on to the water and dolphin room.
Yo, big things happening. Endless Revolt with the $48.10 to bump to 3K, and even 3K. And we're not even done with our first day yet. You guys have been incredible. Thank you so much.
Round of applause. Clap, chat.
That's awesome.
Clap. Shout outs to Endless Revolt. Thank you so much.
So Mighty Mouse is going into the room that like everybody does. This is the Thwomp room, and it's by far the fastest of the last choices.
Yeah. Remember when I used to think Fan Gordon was faster?
it's legitimately like 10 seconds slower.
Yeah, I know.
It looks like we just got another $100.
I normally stop and do a little prayer at those shells, trying to get them to work.
Those shells are so cruel. Like, I just wish I could see exact. Oh, what?
Oh my God!
What that? I have never seen that before.
That was such a swag fish.
I like that a lot.
And now on, I guess, to the best boss in Kaizo, and also the bane of Runner's existence.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna one-shot him without the mushroom, Mighty Mouse. Don't even lie.
All right, shout out to superben. I'll do an attempt without.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yo, I want to say a big shout out to Golden Rules. No message, but a $100 donation. Thank you so much.
All right.
Golden Rules.
That comes out to $4,900 of medical medicine. Thank you so much.
I wonder how much the calendar's raised, because that was for direct relief as well.
It was 200. I think we sold close to 200. And they were what, $25 each? So
No, they each raise 750 in profit though.
750 in profit. I have no idea then.
Love that calendar.
Dang it.
Me too.
Oh,
Almost
God, that was
had it.
so close,
Almost.
Mighty Mouse. Oh, man.
The mushroom of shame.
Laser close.
Yeah, would have been a shame if somebody had spoiled that mushroom for you.
So fun
Imagine
fact,
that happening.
There's the infinite Grand Pooh World 2 Bowser that just is this fight, but forever and ever. And LaserBelch, I believe you have the world record on that with 29 hits on one round. Is that right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That's really tough.
29.
You know, when I heard that, I you know, because I like high score, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll get 30. Dude, I tried all night, didn't even get close. I was like, wow, okay, never mind. I was way too cocky on that one. That's a really, really solid.
I remember watching.
Yeah, 29 is ridiculous.
It's definitely luck though, because my PB before that was like 16 or something. So I like doubled my PB in one attempt. So it was definitely I had good RNG.
Yeah. So the way that Infinite Bowser works is Bowser inherently has 3 phases and 6 hits. Once you get 2 hits, I'm sorry, it's 3 hits, right? Yeah, once you get 3 hits, he goes into phase 2. And then once you get 2 hits, he goes into phase 3. And then he needs 2 more. What is it? I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Yeah, 3 more hits, and then he will essentially reset and go back to phase 1. And it's just that over and over. And in the top corner is a little tracker that keeps track of how many times he's hit. And that's Infinite Bowser.
Oh no.
The flame curtain.
And before chat asks, yes, there is also an infinite or a Kaizo 3 Bowser with multiple variants that you can just play.
Yeah, I think that Mini Mawile is actually one of the innovators behind all of the Kaizo 3 Bowser tech demos, basically.
Didn't Mini Mawile beat Kaizo 3 Bowser on the Wiimote?
Wait, what?
Big if true.
I'm pretty sure that was Mini Mawile. He beat it on a Wiimote. Yep, that is a thing. Yep. He beat Kaizo 3 Bowser on a Wiimote.
What a legend.
Legend, psychopath. You know, those two lines come pretty close sometimes.
Well, he's
As we
got
learned
like
from,
Kaizo 3 Bowser on ice.
As we learned from Magic the Gathering, old school genius and insanity are separated only by degrees of success.
There we go. Yeah, Wiimote. I think we were talking about Kaizo 3 Bowser, and he's like, "Yeah, I beat Kaizo 3 Bowser on a Wiimote once." And I'm like, "Shut up." It's like, "Yeah, yeah, just super." It was just a super casual, yeah, just like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah, I did it." So,
yeah, not a big deal. Whatever.
yeah.
Mighty Mouse coming so close on this Bowser, just getting rough.
At least we get to see like how hard the Bowser fight can be.
I'd
Yeah,
say
I
at
believe
least
when we first played this, when me and Mitch and Panga did the clear of this originally, I think it took all of us about 2 hours on our first try, 2 or 3 hours to get through this one time.
Yeah, it
That's
took me
awesome.
like right at 3 hours on my blind playthrough.
took me 8, but that was after 18 hours of beating my head against the puzzle. I'm sorry, not
Took me
18
7,
hours.
but I was spiteful against chat.
I love how chat always holds us back and pushes us forward. 5 wall.
Now!
Dude, this Bowser's defense is on 100. Glitch, I thought I told you to put in the patch to make this easier on them.
Oh, the easier patch. Oh, geez. Oh, I put in the harder patch because I thought you were not being
Oh,
serious.
no.
It was like a sort of like put in the easy patch when really put in the hard patch.
Imagine that that actually happened and he raised a 5 wall, but then it raised to a 10 wall and you just died. Like, imagine if that just happened. Like,
oops, all 5
I would turn the
walls.
game off.
oops, all 5 walls. Just wall jump, yeah. Yeah, no, I like your thinking, Marcy. Seriously though, Mighty Mouse, you've done a great job today. Like this game is no joke, and beating this game in one sitting period is insane. To beat it in less than like 90 minutes is even crazier.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the classic chat thing where they say, "Better than my PB."
I'd say at least the music's good.
Ooh.
But
Okay, we've shown off how hard he is long enough. We can go ahead and beat him now.
okay.
Yeah, this is such a punishing boss right at the end of a hack because you could get here on a mad good pace and Bowser says, "Nope, 5 wall."
Yeah.
It used to happen to Panga all the time.
Yeah. Or Bowser tells you falling boulders, fire curtain, and shell. And then there's literally nothing you can do. You just die.
Yeah, I think that I've seen you get out of that one time, but it was so just like it shouldn't have worked.
No, it shouldn't have worked. I remember exactly what time that was because you were in my channel and you're like, "How on earth?" And I was just like, "I don't know." Oh, now Bowser's just handing him the fight.
There we go.
We get another chance at the big boy escape.
You got this, Mouse.
Imagine if you die in this escape room and it resets the Bowser fight.
Nope.
Sounds like elephants. Sounds like elephants.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Remove the band-aid quickly, at least.
Well, hey, you guys might want to stick around because while Mighty Mouse is clearing this up, just a reminder that we did switch the task block and the blind race because these speedsters have speeded past their estimates, and so we're a little bit ahead of time right now. So, Tofu's been recently playing through elephants and stuff, and we're about to get the elephants and snakes and crocodiles tasks from Master Tasser Furpy McFrosting, and I've taken a little peek at it. It is crazy cool. Update for everybody in chat though: the blind race is still taking place at the regularly scheduled 8:45 or as close to it as we can get. And because we're a little bit ahead of schedule, we're just switching the task block and the blind race. We figure better to be slightly late than randomly early so everyone can race in the blind race.
And while we're here, do not forget, this is a charity event for benefiting Direct Relief. Direct Relief is a humanitarian organization that is raising money, and they help people all around the world. And every dollar you donate, just $1 will translate to $49 of medical medicine that they can translate through pharma and other companies that they have deals with. So every donation counts, guys. Don't forget.
They got the hookups.
They got the hookups.
Yeah, I like to think of it, we're talking about, all the buying power that Direct Relief has. And we've got $3,100 on the board right now, which translates into so much more buying power. And I think imagine a whole town got hit by a tornado or something. The whole, the ROM hack community got you covered. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy to think about, like that, how much good that can actually do and how many people's lives could be affected by that.
I remember you saying that at MMC.
Yeah, it's like enough for a whole town, like, oh, your town got, that's bad. Your town got messed up, but hey, the Mario community's got you.
GG Mighty Mouse.
There it is.
That took a bit.
Well, GG guys. If you guys have any shout outs or anything you'd like to say, please feel free. Now's your time to do that, and then we will take it over to the break and we'll get our task block coming in here very soon.
I guess I can shout out some people. First of all, to superben for being an amazing competitive racer. Shout outs to Laser and Tofu for agreeing to commentate.
Hey.
Shout out to Barb for just, making it. And I guess more importantly, shout out to all of you who are choosing to donate. Thank you so much, you guys. It means a lot.
Speaking of choosing to donate, Gramers with $20, no message, but thank you so much.
Yeah, I agree with Mighty Mouse. The only one this game is amazing, and not just ROM hack. It's not just my favorite ROM hack. It's one of my favorite games, period, of all time. So thank you so much for creating it.
Speedrun this game.
Cool.
Speedrun this game.
Yo, don't forget everybody in chat, Superman and Mr. Mighty Mouse as well as Tofu and Laser are all wonderful streamsters. Go give them a follow. Check them out on Twitch for more Kaizo stuff. If you guys don't have any other shout-outs or anything, we can keep it trucking right along. We'll go over to the break, and we'll be back in a little bit with Task Block.
My chat told me to explicitly remind people that I have an underscore because I get rated all the time without the underscore, and it's apparently a thing I need to remind people.
Don't forget that underscore.